Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. As you can probably tell, I'm going to do a tea leaf reading for you today. This is a general collective reading, so the messages may be for you personally or about the collective in general. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a private tea leaf reading, I do them. They're available in my shop and the link is in the description box below. So before I start this reading, just wanted to mention the collective energy that I'm feeling. As we are going through a shift, energy shift in the collective, which I've mentioned in some of my other readings. Some of you might have really been feeling it though at times. You might have been very tired, heavy energy, feeling physical symptoms. Another one that's recently come through is memory issues some of you may have had, and this is due to like the timeline shift that's going on. The way I was sort of shown it was almost like a plug being pulled out the socket and then put back in, so like a reset sort of thing of your system is potentially what could have been happening for some of you. So I just wanted to share that in case any of you have experienced that recently. In the cup, the first thing I'm noticing is a lot of butterflies as well from the tea. So a lot of changes and transformation happening in the collective, as I said, in people's energies. And also around the world, there's like a lot of cleansing happening and changes in various countries. I'm suddenly seeing a house and a hammer. So I guess an auction there. Some of you might be thinking about selling your home, buying a home. So this could be where the change is for some of you. Some of you might feel you're forced to move. That's coming through. But everything happens for a reason. And I'm also getting with that changes within governments, which I am feeling are happening. A lot's been happening behind the scenes, but we're now seeing it playing out in the media. So, you know, take a look for yourselves and you'll see shifts in energies of people in power as well, is something you might notice. So this, again, this links with that pulling out the plug, reset of certain energies. They may look like the same energy, but they're not. I'll leave it at that. Some of you will know what I'm on about. I have said about peace agreements in my previous readings, and we're seeing that in the cup. We've got a 2 at the side for like a partnership, peace agreement that is happening at the moment. I'm suddenly seeing the initial L and a heart. Could be something for someone with the initial L, love on the way. It sort of looks like a tulip as well. So something there about growth, heart chakra healing for some. So what's coming through. Also getting the initial C, V. I'm getting a lot of healing coming through for the collective. So this is where the shifts could be happening. You might sometimes get like a sort of heartburn sensation around your heart area. Sometimes when you're in bed, you might think it's indigestion. I just had to pause the camera there because I was like channeling it myself physically. I've had it before, and it's actually what Spirit's shown me is it's heart chakra healing. Like cleansing lower, denser vibrations and energies around the chakra, and it can sometimes happen at night time. So that's just come through, especially with seeing the heart. If any of you ever experienced that yourself, let us know in the comments if you wish. I'm seeing a candle as well. Could be someone's birthday soon. If so, happy birthday. Some sort of anniversary, potentially. Now, in terms of the world, what I'm seeing is a lot of energies leaving So like leaving their country potentially, moving home. So I had the house come through before. Some may also be leaving this realm potentially. Wow. I just got this like liberation there. So this could be where the healing is for some, needing to heal if you lose a loved one. Sending you a big hug if that's the case. I'm also getting floods come through, which have come through in a lot of my readings. It was quite interesting because if you saw my California wildfire reading, I said that I feel there'd be a flood, and then there was. I saw some footage of that, so that prediction came through. I'm seeing that continuing, and again, it's linking to the cleansing and healing in the world, which is happening. So it's happening for a reason, divine intervention. Some of you are very analytical, into maths, because I'm suddenly seeing, I'm not sure what it's called, you know, it goes like that, like a V and a line. If any of you know, let us know in the comments. I'm just seeing that symbol. So something around mathematics, analytics. Some of you do. Could be something around analytics though, changes in certain websites and analytics for the better. Now I have mentioned this before, that you might see changes in certain websites that happen. Things happen behind the scenes and then we see it play out. All happening for positive reasons, by the way. I have seen this on certain websites, including YouTube, actually. They've made a few changes. So, yeah, there are like subtle shifts happening behind the scenes, linking with the divine intervention. I'm seeing a horse on hind legs, symbol of strength and courage. Some of you might have already been through a lot. You might have a challenge come up, but I'm seeing you get through that. That's coming through. I'm seeing a lot of creative energies for a lot of you watching. You're very creative and you're being guided to use your skills. Some of you are not using them to your full potential. I'm just seeing knitting, seeing like knitting needles, sewing, singing a microphone. Maybe you love karaoke. I love karaoke actually, haven't done it for years. Yeah, just sharing your creativity is what some of you are being guided to do. You might even see a sign after this reading that says something like, your creativity is needed. Something like that. And it might inspire you to do something, to create. Some of you are thinking, you know, what can you do? Well, you can create anything you desire, from very little, in fact, you know. So like if you knit, maybe you could share what you do, for example, or share your knowledge, help others learn your skill. Now with the microphone, I'm just seeing something else here. I'm seeing a pair of eyes, dark eyes. So this is something around celebrities and singers that may come to light about them in the news. I'm going to do a reading on this because a lot of you have asked after my last reading about shapeshifters, but it's linking to that. It's linking to certain celebrities wearing a mask, and they haven't revealed their true selves. They're not who you think they are. So be mindful of who you follow, is all I'll say. Something around that's coming out. More disclosures, a lot of disclosure this year is what I'm feeling in the news. It's all coming out. This is the year of truth and change. That's interesting. I'm seeing a lot of musical notes. So there's definitely stuff around our music industry, which I feel is going to be part of that disclosure. What really happens behind the scenes, who those people are, who pulls their strings so that they can get to where they are, i.e. globally well known, but there's an agenda behind that in terms of getting certain messages across to people through music, which is infected, and those energies are not what we think they are. They might have once been something else, and when they were converted, they sold their soul, basically. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about this, but that's really coming out in this reading. Wow, now this is really interesting what I'm seeing. It's really small, but it's a small submarine, and there's a pistol pointed at that submarine. Now it could be something linked to something that happens maybe within the Navy. Just as I was saying Navy, my camera cut out. Isn't that interesting? So yeah, something that happens potentially. Someone is eliminated in quite a high position of power. I'm really feeling. Could be linked to the Navy or military. But what initially came through to me when I saw those images was yellow submarine, beetles, and something that happened years ago in terms of the beetles that was covered up. This has come through before in one of my readings, and I may do another reading on this in the future for that to have come out. So maybe that's something that is disclosed as part of this news. Now I'm suddenly seeing a few islands in the cup, so disclosure around certain islands as well that were hidden for many years. People visited those islands. I'm getting Epstein coming through with this, but there are others as well that people don't know about, that I feel we're going to find out about, owned by other individuals and visited by people as well. So disclosure around that. Obviously there is going to be the Epstein files released soon, hopefully. So yeah, a lot coming out this year. Could shock many people who are not expecting this. I'm suddenly seeing cherries. Maybe some of you love cherries, fruit. I'm getting baking. Again, getting a lot of creative energies. People that use their hands. I'm getting pastry, baking, artists. And some of you, you've been thinking about what you could do, something extra, even as a sideline, selling at a market, farmers markets coming out. So maybe your own fruit, produce, coming through there. But also our produce is being highlighted here in terms of farming. Because I'm seeing, it might sound really weird, a pair of lungs as well. I'm not sure if you can see this side of the cup near the cherries. So things that are creating health issues for people that are sprayed on fruits coming out in particular. Here, so it could be breathing, skin issues, stomach issues, but breathing's really coming through. Okay, you might hear my cat meowing. She's just come in. Right, there she is, little Millie. Something about tea leaf readings, and my cat, I've noticed she often joins us for these readings. Maybe she loves tea. Well, no, she doesn't actually, but cats shouldn't have caffeine. But it's really interesting. There was another reading, I think it was over a year ago, where she came in the room. I was using another table and you could just see her head poke through in that reading. So you might hear her purring, she's just on my lap, you might see her as well. Some of you might be cat lovers, animal lovers. Yeah, you might see Millie there. She's just rubbing up against the table. It's very therapeutic. She really does sort of ground me when she jumps on my lap, so maybe it's the same for you. So do you know what? I'm going to pull some charms, because Millie often has got involved when I've pulled charms. Sometimes pulled one with her paw. You might have seen her do that. So let's see what we get. And if she picks one. Anything there, Millie, you want to show us? Well, she was going towards this one. Oh, isn't that interesting? We've got an angel and a fish. Yeah, my cat loves fish. It's one of her favourites, for sure. In fact, she's quite spoiled. She often gets freshly cooked meals from me if I'm doing fish. Then she has that plain for her, obviously with no sauce or anything. But okay, so yeah, fish. There you go. Some of you might love fish in particular. That's a sign of good luck, happiness, strength, creativity, which obviously came out in the cup, growth and inspiration. So yeah, Millie is trying to inspire you with the fish. And your angels are as well. You might receive divine guidance, signs, feathers on your path, potentially. It's a symbol of protection, love, faith, strength, and potentially good news. So maybe linked to this good fortune, maybe a new job for some of you. Now it's quite interesting because we've also got the horseshoe, which I've just dropped, next to the fish, also a sign of good fortune. Some of you might have a horseshoe in your home, or a picture with a fish that you see as being lucky, symbol of protection, health, wealth and success. So animal lovers as well, horse, fish coming out. And then we've got a shoe, which is a sign of your journey, spiritual journey, transition, a new path potentially, creativity again, staying grounded, having faith. So maybe some of you are setting out on a new journey. You're being shown, you're being protected and guided and shown that you could be very abundant, have good fortune if you choose to do this. It's quite interesting, the messages we're getting from the charms. Well, Millie's lovely and snuggled up now. You might still hear her purring there on my lap. So I'm going to pull another charm as well. Wow, we got another animals, definitely animal lovers, spirit animals coming through with the dragonfly, which is a powerful symbol of transformation and change. So really feel that. As I said at the beginning with the butterflies as well, same message of changes happening within some of you. You're being guided to make these changes, to take that first step with the shoe. It's about self-realisation. So some of you may be going through this big inner shift, reflecting on your inner light, expressing your feelings, being adaptable. Also getting with that one. Now it's interesting we've got the mittens, because I often get cold hands. They're not too cold today. Some of you might get cold hands as well though, and have mittens. Maybe you need some gloves. Maybe I'm hearing some of you have lost your gloves. It's just coming through randomly. It's a sign of faith, loyalty, creativity again. Yeah, it's interesting I was thinking about knitting. So we're getting a sign there, again, for some of you, in terms of using your creativity to make things like mittens if you knit, things you can sew and sell is really coming out. Also a sign of companionship, loyalty, cooperation. So you might meet a friend. Maybe if you go on a course, you might meet someone with the same interests as you. Or there could be love on the way. This is being divinely guided with the angel. Now, it's like we're sort of missing one at the top. It's like a triangle. So I'm being guided to take one more from the top. And that one stuck to my fingers, and it's the elephant. Beautiful. Another sign of good fortune with the elephant. Good luck, power, success, wisdom, loyalty, a companion again coming out. Memory. Now it's interesting I said about memory at the beginning. Yeah. So some of you might be having memories of your childhood, things from your past, and this is things you need to heal. It's all happening for a reason. This is about the healing of chakras before. That's when you might feel the physical shifts within you as well, within your body, your chakras. But as I said, some of you might also, as you're ascending, it's interesting it's at the top, have these slight memory issues where you go in a room, you wonder why you went in that room, you wonder what day it is, what you're doing, things like that. Now, obviously, again, I'm not a medical professional, so do be mindful of that, or if someone else has this issue, because obviously it could be something else. But I was hearing that this is part of ascension, and the energy shifts and changes that we're going through, which we've had with the dragonfly there. Wow, so I'm going to leave that there. That was really interesting, the way the charms really spoke in this reading. Now, in my private readings, I always pull a charm at the end as well. I think it's a nice touch. So again, if any of you would like a private tea leaf reading, they're currently available. I will be closing private readings within a couple of months or so. So if you'd like a reading, then now could be the time to reach out. To be happy to do one for you, if you'd like, or any other type of reading that's on there. So thanks so much for being here with me. I do enjoy doing these tea leaf readings. I hope you enjoy them too. Let me know if you do. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe. Comment and let us know anything that you maybe saw as well in the cup. It's all very much appreciated. Thank you so much for all your support, for your donations as well. It's very much appreciated. If any of you would like to give back to me and the channel and donate, then the links are below. There's also the thanks button below that you can click on as well to show your support. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you all very soon.